I got a PlayStation a little later than my N64, and I remember borrowing a lot of games for it from my cousins. One day when one of them came over, they left this game behind. When I asked my cousin about it later, he said that it wasn't his game, and he had no idea what I was talking about. Curious about this mystery game that showed up in my house, I put it in the PlayStation and booted it up. I was not prepared for my very first RPG, and I'll probably never forget it. I have a full review of this game coming on the channel in the future, so I'm not going to spoil it here, but this game is just an experience. It's not the best RPG that I've ever played, not by a long way, but it is the most ambitious story-driven narrative-focused game that I've ever played, and it was the narrative that blew me away as a kid. So I was a pretty big Spider-Man fan growing up, but unfortunately, most games about the Intrepid Wall Crawler were pretty bad, but not this one. This was simply the complete Spider-Man experience as far as I was concerned, and I played this game a lot. It's probably the game I played the most on the console as a kid, especially when I read in a gaming magazine that it had an alternative mode. Inputting this code into the cheat menu, you'd unlock a slightly altered version of the game with different dialogue and other changes to the graphics. Everybody was here: Doc Ock, Venom, Carnage, and many more. I played the sequel a lot as well, but I think I still to this day prefer the original. The only question I ever had was, why Jameson calls Peter instead of dialing 911 himself?
Bank robbery.
Parker, shut up and dial 911. Scorpion's here, and you have to...
Something to think about.